Hi, I'm Dr. David Cosgrave and welcome to the Exam Performance Institute. How long should I spend studying? This is one of the most common questions that I get every year from students. And it's a silly question. The reason it's a silly question is because time spent is a terrible metric for evaluating your studying or exam preparation. It really is. So we want to change that mindset for you right now. You should under no circumstances be focusing on the amount of time you're going to spend studying. We've already drastically reduced the amount of information that you need to engage with by developing your priority or strategic study guide through the content analysis process. So we've cut down massive amounts of time you need to study already. We've also allowed you to be ruthlessly efficient with your time by going through a time management tracking process, cutting out areas where you're just wasting time, particularly when it comes to mindlessly scrolling on your social media accounts. So you have more time available to you to improve your performance. However, when it comes to how long should I study for, the key thing here is that you recognize that identifying an amount of time or time spent is a terrible metric for measuring the success of your exam preparation. Here's why. Let's go through this example. If I say to you, I'm going to study for 4 hours today, but for 2 of those hours, I spend most of my time on social media. I spend half an hour looking out the window. I do about an hour solid work in terms of exam preparation, and the other half hour I'm spend wondering what I'm going to have for lunch. So in my mind as a student, I've sat down at my desk for 4 hours or wherever it is I'm studying. However, I have not been in any way efficient when it comes to my exam preparation there. And I'm giving myself a false sense of security. I'm saying I'm studying for 4 hours, but really I haven't. I've only used 1 hour there in that example in an efficient way towards my exam preparation. So time spent is a terrible metric to use when it comes to exam preparation. That is the wrong question to be asking yourself as a student. The real question that you want to ask yourself as a student is, what information should I be studying? That goes back to our content analysis and our strategic study guide that we've created as a priority for you to prepare for towards your exams. So instead of focusing on time, I want you to rid that question from your mind immediately. Eliminate it. There is no use in looking at how long should I study for. Any student that focuses on time in terms of how long I should be studying for is missing the point completely. Time spent is a terrible metric for exam preparation. It doesn't tell you how well you're actually studying. In the example I gave you, I was wasting time, but I'm giving myself a false sense of security by thinking, oh, I've spent hours studying there, I'm doing really well. No, I've just wasted 3 hours. Time spent is a terrible metric. Eliminate that from your mindset immediately. Your only focus, as we mentioned already, is collecting as many marks as possible. So therefore, the key question becomes, what do I need to study in order to collect all of these marks? That's my focus, not time spent. We've already talked about the inefficiencies and the wasting of time that you go through on a weekly basis. I'm hopeful that that time management tracking test that you've done allows you to realize just how much time you've wasted, and you've rectified some of that already. However, when it comes to your exam preparation and studying in particular, we are only focusing on, what do I need to study in order to collect as many marks from the marking scheme as possible. Any thoughts about time should be eliminated from your mind immediately. I think this is a really important video because too often students and parents talk about how much time their son or daughter is spending studying, when in reality, this is a terrible metric. It does not measure how well you're actually studying. We're only interested in collecting marks. We're only interested in addressing the marking scheme. So how well you're studying should be measured by your ability to address the marking scheme relevant to a question from each topic that you're preparing for, not by how many hours you sit at a desk. So I want to be very, very clear. Focusing on time is missing the point completely when it comes to your exam preparation. Instead of focusing on how much time you need to spend at a desk or looking at a book, your only focus is going to be, how can I collect these marks for each topic that I need to focus on? Any student who's part of the exam performance system will know from today on that measuring time is not a useful metric when it comes to the success of your exam preparation. Instead, we're focused on goal-oriented study, completing specific tasks on our way to our exam success.
If you'd like to maximize your exam results, then go to examperformanceinstitute.com. Here you'll find our exam performance system, a video course that will help you maximize your results by talking you through how to study, as well as developing the strategic study guide mentioned in this video. Change the way you take exams forever at examperformanceinstitute.com.